So it has been an incredibly long amount of time since I've made a video. I just counted the rough amount that I am 1 year and 10 months on T. I want to say that my last video was probably, I don't know, maybe like somewhere between 6 and 10 months ago. Anyways, so I don't really know what I said happened whenever I made that video. But there have been some changes in the last year, I guess. Um, I would say the most noticeable is that my voice is deeper. I mean, honestly, I guess I don't want to say this because it sounds, I don't know what it sounds like, but I feel like I've had the slowest transition in the history of transitioning. Um, in a couple months, I will be 2 months on T, or 2 years on T. And I feel like, and I know we're not supposed to compare, but I definitely feel like a lot of people 2 years in um, look different than I do. But, like I tell myself, there's really no point in thinking like that and going that route. So I guess just focusing on how far I have come and where I am is that I passed probably very close to 100% of the time now with people that didn't previously know me. So that's probably like, I want to say like 98% of people, 99% of people. I mean, I still get nervous with my voice sometimes because I feel like when I talk faster, um, the inflection and that it doesn't keep its depth sometimes, that it seems feminine to me. I don't know how it seems to other people, but it definitely feels that way sometimes. Um, Currently, I'm also in a big push trying to gain muscle and gain weight. So you would be shocked how hard it is to have 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So that means I need to have like over 100 grams of protein a day, and for someone who's vegetarian, that is extremely difficult. And I am going to the gym pretty regularly now and doing a bunch of lifting instead of cardio. So hopefully that means there will be more of me, more muscle. Um, but yeah, I definitely think that that endeavor is going well so far. Um, See, look at how much muscle I have. I know that is actually a really broy thing to do, but I figured I would do it since what other space is there to do silly things like that besides your own YouTube channel? Other things, I'm like really waiting for facial hair. I definitely, well, I shaved recently, so there's nothing there. Um, but I have like a good amount of facial hair, like on the bottom of my chin and my neck, and some here. Um, but I want there to be more so that it's real, and I want it to fill in and come in more in the sideburn area. Like I think that's like something that I would have expected to have been more prominent around by 2 years. Maybe it will be by 2 years. I still have a couple months left. Um, Other than that, I don't know. I guess there's definitely like emotional shifts of like the longer having lived in this space where I'm like being recognized for my gender, um, the easier it is to see myself naturally in a light where it's like this is where I fit in and not saying like this is where I want to fit in. Um, I don't know. I guess there are like definitely questions about identity that I haven't thought about in a while and how I feel now about like the idea of gender and gender nonconforming and like identifying as a guy or identifying as a trans guy or identifying as none of the above. And I mean, identify as guy, identify as a trans guy. I don't know if I really see those things as mutually exclusive. I mean, I guess I don't think about it as much anymore, which is interesting. I don't know if it's the phase in my life or the phase in transition. I think that I could definitely tap into the spaces where I would think about it. I mean, I think about passing. I think because not that like it's been quite a while that I've had like solid chances of passing, but I almost feel like it hasn't been enough time where it's been like undisputable, like you will pass kind of thing. Like that's definitely been more in the last 4 months or so, 3 months, 3 4 months. And I think it does fluctuate when my hair is longer and things like that. And I guess I feel like I was thinking about it like I have like remarkably strong like natural body predispositions that it's like been hard for I think even like testosterone to like I wasn't like that I don't know like hairy of a person and for like testosterone like on my face and stuff like my eyebrows they haven't gotten like incredibly thick or anything to take hold in that sense and so I guess the point is that for anyone that feels like they're having the slowest transition ever you are not alone. There are others of us that are also there, and like sometimes it like does definitely get me down, but um, I just kind of think like this is part of my journey, and at some point I'm not gonna be feeling that, and what good is it for me to worry about it or to stress about it? Um, there's still some people in my family that I need to come out to, which is mostly being inhibited. Besides that, it's a scary idea by my mom still like refusing to fully accept things. And I guess that's also like one of the frustrations with like I like there's so many people that you see that in like 3 months they like or there would be no way for people not to know that something is up and like I think like been 22 months for me and like yeah I definitely get like the experience being around family that don't know is like uncomfortable and awkward and like in public is definitely not. I mean, there's definitely like noticeable things, but the fact that I guess I just expected it to be forced out sooner, and that's like a little bit of my frustration. Why I want there's about the things that I want physically to happen, or just because I want them, but also because I don't want to even be able to be in the closet anymore, and like trying to be respectful to my mom's feelings and do things in the best way possible. But having such a big thing hanging over your head that you need to tell people is definitely not a nice way to live. I mean, I really just want to get it over with, even if people are going to have like poor reactions or there's something it's just like also coming out all the time is exhausting. So there's like a lot of people that I could come out to that I just want to do it in one fell swoop. But I've certainly come out to a ton of people, so that that's not something that I haven't been doing. Anyways, I don't want to go on forever in this video, but I did want to make a video for anyone out there listening. Um, yeah, anyone that needs support or has anything to say, feel free to reach out. I guess I've been going on a lot of journeys in my life too, like a spiritual journey and like creating different connections to different communities, and I haven't been. I'm doing a lot of stuff with work right now too, so I haven't been doing as many or like been in as many LGBTQ or queer or trans spaces, and maybe that's a little bit why I haven't been thinking so much along these lines. It's different, or it's interesting to see how the differences of like the different things that go in and out of like the front positions of your thought process, and I guess that's something also I'm grateful for and the privilege that that doesn't have to be on the forefront of my mind. That's like a testimony to things that my transition has done for me, and that doesn't mean that I like don't want to think about this anymore, but it's interesting to notice that even that I've had that opportunity. Anyways, I'm going to try to update more reasonably timed in between these everyone's well.